Back on Get Up, wake-up call. Freddie Freeman, the hero. The call on Dodgers radio.
Little delivers. Freeman gets one high in the air. Straight away center field. Marshall at the wall. Gone! Freddie Freeman, Mr. World Series, ends the marathon at midnight.
Freddie Freeman, the fifth Dodger with a walk-off hit in the World Series, joining a legendary list: Max Muncy, Kirk Gibson, Cookie Lavagetto, and the Hall of Famer Jackie Robinson. Freeman, the only Dodger with multiple walk-off hits in the World Series. By the way, they were both home runs. Much more on the marathon in Los Angeles as we continue. Meanwhile, also on Monday night, perhaps not quite as much drama at Arrowhead. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs taking on the Commanders. And Dominique, sort of a sluggish start for the Chiefs offense. Mahomes already been picked off once, and then in the second quarter it happens again.
Yeah, first two drives, back-to-back turnovers, and Travis Kelce again unable to hold on to the ball like we remember in that game against the Eagles, leads to an interception. It seems like maybe things are going to turn against the Chiefs in this game.
No, the offense sort of stunk a little early, but then they find the deodorant, and Travis Kelce is the man down the field and wide open, Jeff.
Zone coverage all day. He's camped out in the back, just chilling.
31 yards for him, and then it's Kareem Hunt punching it in for the score. The Chiefs take a 7-0 lead. So now, final minute of the half, Marcus Mariota, J-Mac, how about this play by Terry McLaurin?
Just an absolute dime on the sideline by Mario. But oh my goodness, Scary Terry, look at the shoes. Able to get the feet in. They got this one right.
Yeah, they initially rule it out of bounds, then they overturn it. So it's a touchdown, and we're tied at 7 at the half. We got a ball game, and then the third quarter happened, and Patrick Mahomes happened, and Travis Kelce happened. Look at the time he has to throw, Dominique.
Yeah, it's impossible. Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes are breaking your defense. And you're out there, the defensive coordinator, fumbling around with your play sheet like an old man with a cell phone. You don't know what to do with that.
6 catches, 99 yards, and then on a fourth down play, Jeff, look at him extend the play.
So nice. Little rub by Kelce to get Hunt wide open. I feel you, Patrick Mahomes.
Chiefs up 14-7 next drive. We're still in the third quarter, and it's Kelce again.
Kelce again. I woke up this morning and my group chat was just buzzing. Message after message about how great Travis Kelce was. Couldn't believe all the social media posts they were sending.
83rd career touchdown, tying Priest Holmes for most in Chiefs history. They're up 21-7, and they're not done yet. Now it's Mahomes, it's Rashee Rice, and this is the guy who really unlocks everything.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
he's a really special player. He add him alongside Worthy. There are guys that just get him the ball, and they'll make something happen. He makes it
He's fresh.
9 catches,
Kill him all see. Just coming back.
93 yards for him. So the Chiefs go on with a sort of a ho-hum second half win. Travis Kelce's still getting it done. Season high 99 receiving yards, 8 targets, tied for his most this season. And as mentioned, he ties the franchise record with 83 touchdowns. Here was his quarterback after the game.
That's the true chief of Chiefs, man. I mean, he is the guy that was here before me, sets the culture. He's the guy that is in the building early, in the building late, and he is the leader of this team. So to be able to get him that record, tying it, let's go out there and break it now.
So big second half from the Chiefs, and the word that I have been using, and I think last night it really felt that way more than anything, Dan, was inevitable. Like there's sort of this air of inevitability about the Chiefs when you watch them, even when they don't look good as they didn't in that first half.
I mean, look, 9-time defending division champion, right? The 3-time defending AFC champion. Like we've seen them turn it on late in the season when it mattered. They're scary. That's the thing. Yeah. Like if you look at, like they're just now, like as of last night, they have the 7th seed in the AFC.
Right.
So like it was
making the playoffs.
A rough start. The best team in the AFC has been the Colts. Like they've been dominant, and they're 7-1. But this still looks like the scariest team. This still looks like the team you have to go through if you want to win the AFC until further notice. And the fact that they're playing offense at this dynamic a level after the last couple of years when they would just sort of slug it out and the defense would carry them, this is what makes them scary.
Yeah, that offense is what you wanted to see. A few weeks in a row, that offense working well. The difference between them and I would say the Colts, but it's just about every other team, is they have this resume that gives them this amount of respect, and we see the way that they operate in the course of this game. First half, they're facing a lot of man coverage. They can't get open. Second half, they do a lot of crossing routes and tight splits and open it up. You just see how quickly they adapt.
They also have Patrick Mahomes, and at the risk of saying something that is obvious, I don't think this is obvious. I think most people say he's potentially on his way to being the greatest quarterback of all time. And I still think we underestimate him. I still think as we watch, generally, he does things routinely, almost in every game, that if anyone else did them, Jeff, we would be talking about them for the entirety of the week.
Yeah.
He has made things look ho-hum that almost no quarterback ever has done.
He's made the incredible look common. And to your point, when you see him in the biggest moments, there is no panic. I mean, even you think about just quarterback play in general. He'll sit back in the pocket and he will wait and wait and wait till the last second. He never feels rushed. You never see him trying to force something in there. And even after the two turnovers, right, the tip off with Kelce, he doesn't go back slamming helmets down, dude. Comes right back to Travis Kelce, gets him back involved in the game, hits him in the little post. He does things that make everybody else seem just normal compared to him.
And do we have J-Max Rashee Rice tape? I'd love to see that one. Let's do that because Rashee Rice, again, suspended the first 6 games of this season. His return, I think, has unlocked. If there was he was the key that unlocked sort of all of a sudden all the rest of it.
Absolutely. And Graz hit on this in the first hour. For the Chiefs in their offense, Xavier Worthy gets hurt in the first game. Then we saw Rashee Rice was going to be suspended. Now we're seeing their offense at its best. This is down in the red zone. Where Andy Reid places Rashee Rice within this offense is insane. Right now it's the Wildcat. Yep. They have a blocker for every guy. Inside it's 8-on-8. And Jeff, you can appreciate it. The guy who has to make the tackle is standing in the end zone at the start of the play. Rashee Rice lined up in the backfield, lined up all over. A lot of times he's in the slot. He only had 1 target outside the numbers yesterday. When teams go zone, you now end up with a linebacker matched on Rashee Rice. And I said it before, this route is called the jerk route because it leaves a defender looking like a jerk and Rashee Rice getting into the open space, scoring a touchdown. So for Patrick Mahomes, you go in and you're going against this offense. And it's like, how do we beat them? To Neek's point, you have to play man because when you play zone, it's too much time for him.
What Rice brings to that offense is something I think we don't appreciate that often is we talk about how you need to attack all areas of the field. And we always say you want a deep threat guy so you can stretch the field. You also need to attack the middle of the field. Yeah. Have a receiver who can threaten the middle field alongside Kelce, high and low, it stretches the defense in so many different directions, especially when you have a quarterback who seems to be able to see everything.
You see the analytics on the screen right now. Chiefs called sort of a deadlock, which is ironic considering the Chiefs. Up until last night, they weren't even officially in the playoff picture, but we all know that's going to change. Yeah. I just thought of this question while you were talking. If you're on the defense, you two guys who play defense, every single week you think to yourself, what's the one thing we have to take away from them, make them play left-handed? What's the one thing you go into a game against them thinking you got to stop?
I mean, that's the problem is because they adapt so quickly.
Right.
I think that a couple weeks ago, it's keep Patrick Mahomes from running.
Right.
But now it's like eliminate the big plays. Like those scramble plays and those things that are hard to eliminate because you talked about how we underappreciate Patrick Mahomes. He's a little bit like Steph Curry in that there's a style of playing quarterback now that prior to him was kind of frowned upon. Like you don't shoot threes from the sticker every time down the court.
Right.
Now the way that he plays, we hear guys evaluating guys in college and everyone's looking for someone who has this ability that previously was thought to be a reckless, dangerous way to play. But the way that he plays is such that it doesn't feel like there's any one thing with that offense.
You need to have so many guys that can cover on defense because you have to get home to Patrick Mahomes.
You gotta attack, man.
You got to attack. You can't go out there and play flat-footed and wait. You have to go out there and have a defensive line and linebackers that are going to rush him and DBs that are going to stand and press at the line of scrimmage and challenge the receiver.
The problem is this team is so unselfish that they will allow anybody to be the big play guy that week, and that's hard to do. It's not like when you say take away one guy. No one cares who gets it, right? That is a different look for an NFL team that continues to go back to Super Bowl to Super Bowl. Nobody cares about the shine. They'll all share it.
Quick final word.
There's a difference between believing everything's going to be okay and knowing everything's going to be okay. Right. And the Chiefs are in that second bucket because they've been through it so many times. Throw 2 interceptions in the first half, we'll be all right.
As we continue, more from the World Series. Freddie with the walk.